my everyday foundation routine. I'm going to actually split this into two parts. So I'm going to do, the first part is just going to be base, so foundation, concealer and setting, all that. And then in the second part I'm going to do my eyes, contouring, highlighting, eyebrows, all stuff like that. So this is part one. So I've already cleansed my face. I'll do a skincare routine later. And the first thing I'm going to use is my foundation. I don't use a primer. I just find that they're a bit pointless. I've never really come across one that's actually done anything, so I don't actually use one at the moment. But the foundation I'm using is the L'Oreal Lumi Magique. And that's the light infusing foundation in Rose Porcelain. So on an everyday basis I'll put this on with my finger. So I just put one pump in into my finger and then dab it all around my cheeks, and that's the reddest area of my face, that's where I want the most coverage. And then half a pump, 3/4 of a pump to my head, nose and chin. And then what I do with what's left on my fingers is just rub it into my first two fingers, and that stops my fingers rubbing off my foundation as I rub it in. So I'm just going to rub it in circular motions. This is a really nice foundation. It's got a dewy finish, a dewy kind of satin finish. It's probably medium to full coverage, I would say. But it's buildable. You could put another layer on if you really want some more coverage. And I bought this in Boots. It was £10.99. I actually went in to buy the L'Oreal True Match because I'd heard so much about it on YouTube and how good it was. And then I found this one, which was more of a dewy finish, so I went for this one instead. Okay, so just rubbing that all in. All over my eyes, under my eyes, into bits all around my nose, and down under my face as well. Okay, I'm just going to clip this hair back actually. Okay, that's pretty much all rubbed in. So now concealer, I have my wonderful collection. It's all rubbed off actually, but it's collection long lasting perfection, I think it's called, lasting perfection 16-hour concealer, and it's in shade 2, which is light. I usually get the lightest shade in everything, so the lightest shade in foundation, the lightest shade in concealer. But with this one actually I wanted it to really match my skin. I didn't want to highlight my blemishes because that would not be good. So I just, there's quite a lot comes out as well, so I tend to kind of get it all off the brush like that, and then I'll just put it over my blemishes. And I just dab it in with my ring finger. There's no point in rubbing it in because it will just rub off. So just dab it in. That's my blemishes taken care of. Now I'll take a different concealer. This is the NYX HD Photogenic Concealer. I've heard it's a dupe actually for the Makeup Forever HD Concealer. So this is the Makeup Forever HD Foundation. And this is the dupe for the concealer of that. But it's actually really good and the colour is amazing. So I've got it in CW01 Porcelain. And it's really light. I'll show you it against the Lasting Perfection so you can see the colour difference. So that's the NYX and that's the Lasting Perfection. So that's going to cover all my blemishes and blend it into my whole face, and then this is going to give me a bit of a highlight where I want it. So I just take the NYX, just do a bit on my head, down my nose, and then my eyes, and a bit on my chin as well. I try to put too much on my chin because I already have a lot of the Lasting Perfection concealer on there to cover up the blemishes, so try not to put too much on there. And then I just do the same thing, dabbing it in, not rubbing it. Just gives you a really nice natural kind of lighter shade where you put it. And I think it's fairly cheap as well. I actually got it from a makeup swap that I did with my cousin when she came over from America. So I didn't even pay for it, but I think, well, NYX is pretty cheap, so. Okay, so it's all blended in. So next what I'm going to do is set that. So I actually set it with MAC Prep and Prime translucent powder, and I bought the loose version. I really wish I had it. Really wish I bought the pressed version, but such is life. Oh, I'm just going to take that on this brush. It's not a branded brush, it's just, I don't know, a small powder brush I think. Just take a bit and tap it off. And I just set where I put the NYX concealer. So that's all set, so that's not going to crease, it's not going to move. So next I'm going to set the rest of my foundation. Now this is a bit strange, but I actually set it with a mattifying powder from MUA, and this is Matte Perfect in translucent. And it is a bit odd because I use a dewy foundation to make my skin look hydrated and fresh, and then I go and put a matte powder on it. And the reason that I do that is because this isn't actually a very good matte powder, so it doesn't really make you your skin look very matte. It's rubbish to get out of the pan as well, it's really difficult. So it doesn't actually make your face look very matte at all, but it does take down the tackiness. So, you know, have you ever like just done your makeup and then you take a phone call, and when you move your phone away you've like got makeup all over it? This just sort of stops that happening. So I use a kabuki brush. This is the F5 kabuki brush from MUA. And I just tap it on, I don't rub it on, because if I rub it on, this brush is so dense it will just rub off all of the makeup that I've already put on. So I just tap it on. And I don't put it anywhere here, because that's where I'm going to put my bronzer, blusher and highlighter. I don't like to coat my face up with too many layers of makeup really. So I just sort of put it over my head, bottoms of my cheeks, down onto my neck, over my chin and under my nose. Like so. This is part one. Thanks for watching, and if you want to watch the next one, I'm going to do my eyes, contouring, highlighting, eyebrows, everything like that. Thanks, bye.